Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. I hope you're having a great day and I hope this video can make it a little bit better. It's about 3 in the morning here for me. The monthly challenges are about to reset. I will be handling this set of monthlies a bit differently than last time. Last time I was trying to race to be one of the first people to complete the monthlies, and so I was doing them all in one sitting. This time I'm just going to be taking them 10 at a time, and once those 10 are done, I'll then be editing and uploading them. So I shouldn't be quite as dead by the end of it, because I won't probably be filming all of these on a single day. Also, while I'll still be trying to go relatively quickly, I will be spending a little bit more time talking about different builds and champions and trying to give you more tips and tricks throughout the runs. Also, if you're watching this a couple days after it initially posts, there will be a playlist of all the monthly challenges for this month put together. So you can just click on that playlist and then you can see all of them from beginning to end. If you guys appreciate all the work I put into making all this Path of Champions content, a like and subscribe is really appreciated, and let's get into it. Alright, they have now reset. Let's take a look. So we have the first challenge up against Poppy. Fortifying Frost. Each round the player's first Freljord card costs 1 less to play. Alright, I think I'll go ahead and grab Gnar for this. Let's take a look at the relics we have. Yep, looks pretty good. Alright, support champion. Let's see what we can get here. That Elise looks pretty nice. Yeah, let's go for Elise because of that crystal or mana posit. Always call it crystal carrier. Champion item chest, we want that. Let's go ahead and cut. That actually could be nice. Let's get rid of the chief. Normally we're not playing that. Let's use a bunch of rerolls here. I guess Farsight just to make sure we get them. Alright, Poppy with heroics. Alright, we'll reroll our Gnar since we know we're going to draw him, and actually hold on to all the rest. Alright, I think let's play Elise first.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
Alright, I'm going to attack like this, getting rid of their 1 unit and getting some good damage down. And then we can play our Gnar. Nice. We're going to see if we can end next round, so we're just going to try to build up our board.
Baddies beware, Mama's got a gun.
That is a little bit annoying, but not that big of a deal.
Let's cook 'em.
Let's actually maybe save this stun for next round. So yeah, we can let this just hit us. So one thing I'm noticing, Gnar actually isn't the best for this because a lot of his cards actually aren't Freljord, which is a little interesting. Alright, let's see. Do we have any way to make that vulnerable? Not quite, but let's just attack, see how they block. Alright, GG. So that one was pretty nice and easy. Probably actually don't want to go for Gnar. A lot of his cards aren't actually Freljord, so one of the other Freljordian champions will probably be a bit better there. Alright, challenge 2, just the 1 boss, Talia. Ionia card costs 1 less, and Targon costs 1 less. That is interesting that they're giving you both of these at the same time. Since this is a 1-star, I think I will actually break out Lee Sin since there's not really going to be any other situation where I actually want to play him. Alright, so we're going to go like this. That Overwhelm to double his damage. Chemtech duplicated with the Hymn of Valor to try to double his stats a couple times. Let's go ahead and use that here. Alright, support champion. I think let's actually go with Karma, another spells-based deck, and they'll also benefit from the 1 power. Spells chest, not bad. Making that cost... Actually, so let's go with this just to add the 2 copies to our deck. And Ardent Censer is pretty good. Elusive, Scout. We're already going to have the Overwhelm, so the Elusive won't really matter, but that Scout could be pretty good. Alright, Talia. Alright, we can get rid of both of these 2, since they have that Farsight. This should be really easy because they're already a pretty low tempo deck. Let's just attack before they play anything so we don't have to... Well, I guess we won't have to deal with blockers anyways because we will have Challenger. Unless they do something like that. Alright, so let's try to go over here. We don't want them to block our biggest unit. Sadly, I think they're coded to block the largest unit, so lost out on a bit of damage there. Let's just play our Karma. So that's a 1 cost. Let's go ahead and recall that so we have a full board, and we'll just open attack next round. It's kind of funny. We keep trying to get away from them being able to block us, but doesn't look like there's really a way we can get around it. But we're able to get Overwhelm to our biggest unit, or buff up our Overwhelm unit with that 8/8. They're fishing for something. Alright, GG. Alright, pretty easy. Definitely for this one, just take whatever your weakest Ionia or Targon champion is, and you should be fine. Challenge 3, Lee Sin. Alright, we have a mini-boss this time, Caitlyn. Round end, kill all units except each player's strongest. Alright, that'll be interesting. I think let's go for Garen. He'd be able to scale up and really focus on one unit. So Stalker's Blade, Gatebreaker, and Crown Guard. That wouldn't be too bad, letting us rally as soon as we play him. Yep, I think that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and use Garen here. Choosing any of the scaling decks will be a great option for this. We could use the Zoe, except the death would be at the end of the round, which wouldn't be as great. I think let's try a reroll. Actually, no, we can maybe intentionally kill her with our single combat. So yeah, let's actually go here. Lucian with Reckoner's Mark. Yes, please. That sounds absolutely amazing. They really did design these shops pretty well. Yep, let's use our one reroll right here. So give it 1/1 and Challenger this round. That's definitely not bad. Sure, let's go ahead and grab this since it's essentially free. Or like won't cost us in game. 3 cost, Black Cleaver. Yeah, there's just some really solid options. Alright, one more reroll. Alright, I think I'm fine with what we have here. So let's go take on Caitlyn. Alright, this is actually a pretty good opening hand. I think let's get rid of the Blade Keeper actually. So as long as they don't play something strong enough to kill Lucian, perfect.
My guard down.
Push back the darkness.
Well, that's helpful. And we'll be able to level him up really easily because we'll have our own units die all the time. Alright, so here, let's go ahead and buff him up a little bit more.
Beauty in the blade. This is mercy.
Then we can go like this. Pretty solid. It is fun just trying to play around one unit because you know everyone else is going to die.
Just give me something to chase.
I think let's go ahead and rally. Although, really, I guess we can just kill them.
Not bad.
Alright, we'll end the round. We'll just open attack, and then we can play Garen, rally, and attack again.
This is mercy.
Just a girl, her motorcycle, and
Doesn't all that armor slow you down?
Alright, GG.
We must not relent.
Alright, the buckler's not too bad. Challenger's okay. Let's actually go for the Dragon Tooth, gain just a little bit more stats. And then he's going to be killing a decent amount of units, likely. So the Fury will actually help out. Let's go ahead and reroll. Both of these are actually pretty good. Let's actually go for the Defenders. Alright, Lee Sin. Pretty good, actually. We want to be able to draw our champion, not that one, if we can. Lucian. Didn't have the best sleep last night, so if I'm a little brain dead, that's why. Yeah, let's go ahead and actually just play this to try to get our champion. Alright, nice. We have him, but we'll just play him next round, which will be good because we can play him before they play their Lee Sin. Although, technically, we can kill Lee Sin. Let's go ahead and pass, see if they play him.
Only
Yep.
I can endure the dragon's fury.
Nice. Let's go ahead and have these strike each other so that I'll be able to scale up a little bit more. And then also attack and have a bigger attack.
Shadows.
Nice.
Take a stance.
Alright, so here we're going to play Zoe. And then we are going to let Zoe block and die so that we can get a rally going.
Protect them.
Alright, wonderful.
Room for doubt.
We can actually, well, we could play the Fleet Feather Tracker, but we don't want them to block. Ah, they're stunned. Sad. Well, at least we got that out of hand.
What's today's lesson?
So we will actually build out this board a little bit.
you're covered.
Alright, so let's take care of that target. They only have 1 mana, so they won't really be able to do anything. Alright, attack like this, and GG. Alright, pretty nice and easy. Yeah, for this one, I recommend probably going for one of the decks you're able to scale up a single unit really well. So, Garen and both Kayn are pretty good at that. but also any decks where you're really just focusing on the singular champion, so also like Jax or Diana. Granted, those are a little bit overkill for such an early challenge, but that's generally what you want to be looking for here. Alright, challenge 4, just against Jhin. The player summons a Bandle Tree. This is actually pretty funny. So this one's going to be a little bit more of a test, which is what I love that I can do, the fact that I'm not trying to go for necessarily a flawless run or race. I want to play the Poro King and see how quickly we could win by the Bandle Tree. Now, we're not necessarily going to win by the Bandle Tree if it's taking too long, but I wonder if just playing the Poro King naturally, if we could get this to trigger. I feel like Poro King would be best because of obviously all the Poros. Yep, pretty good build. All right, let's try this out. All right, support champion. Wow, a 1-cost Aurelion Sol. Sure, that'll be fun just for the memes, if nothing else. See, last time I didn't have the best time playing. Hextech Proto Belt is good, but we're trying to focus more on the Poros to get the different regions. Yeah, last time trying to rush, it just kind of killed it as far as enjoyment for me. Let's go to the Shadow Totem so we can immediately eat another one of our own units. So going slower and just having some fun will make this so much better. Alright, Jhin. Alright, we don't need either of those. Let's start with a Lonely Poro.
Let's get him, crew.
Actually, our Aurelion Sol will probably die to our Poro King if we play him. That would be a bit amusing. Sure. Let's... I guess... Let's not bother at the moment. Alright, that's fine. So we can play all of these, and we'll be able to play Poro King next round. Wow, Aurelion Sol would already level up. That's pretty crazy. Alright, let's first... attack like this. And yeah, see how well this does.
Gotcha in my sights.
Alright, we're totally fine with our own units dying, not an issue. Playing Aurelion Sol, though, and the fact he's going to level up this early, I guess maybe... Oh, no, he's at 20. I guess we can just make sure with this.
Wonder at my creations.
Oh, that's pretty silly.
Now they'll pay attention.
Alright, so we're about halfway. So yeah, Poro King is pretty solid here. Now, we'll probably just be able to win normally without having to rely on the Bandle Tree. But I think if you wanted to use the Poro King in future situations to try to win through the Bandle Tree, it wouldn't take too long. Here, though, we're just going to focus on winning normally. Alright, GG.
I have prepared something very special. You inspire me.
Alright, so Jin with just 1 star, you could really use anyone here, but if you want to try to benefit from the Bandle tree, Poro King is actually pretty good for that. But yeah, it's a 1-star challenge with just 1 boss, so pretty much anyone will be able to defeat this. It won't be that much of a struggle for you. Alright, challenge 5, 2 bosses. Since it's Karma, we will have that enlightened for the second fight. When any player summons a unit, set its health to 1, and then battlefield training. This one is pretty annoying, but at least this one also is affecting the enemy. Alright, I think let's draw Kindred with Double Stalker's Blade and Guardian Angel. Kindred, a lot of your units already have a low stat pools as it is, especially your health pool, and it'll just make getting kills pretty easy. So let's go ahead and try this out. Alright, Support Champion. I think this will actually be good, because since units are already getting their health set to 1-1, the fact that these have Poro Fluffit, we're pretty much just getting the cheap part of the units. We're not actually getting the downside. So yeah, let's actually go ahead and use Gwen here. Tough is actually pretty broken since we just have 1 health. That could essentially like double our health, which wouldn't be bad. Although that Sapphire Crystal is also pretty crazy. Let's actually go ahead and get that. If we could play a couple of these early and start shuffling them into our deck and get even more, this could let us ramp up very quickly. Pickaxe won't really help us. Ooh, perfect. So this is going to be already a 1 cost. And magically, this is great. We were hoping for another something for our Crumble. Alright, Jin with Elaborate Plans. Pretty solid opening hand. Yeah, we're fine with this. We want to play our Crumble. Let's play this first.
Life is the wraith that splits the skies.
Alright, that's fine. They're out of mana now. Let's go ahead and crumble that to get the... Well, 1, shuffle more copies of this in our deck, but then 2, get that extra mana gem. We're going to be like Viego, just constantly shuffling more and more of these OP kill spells back into our deck. Oh, nice.
If we seek forgiveness, we must commit all.
Alright, so they're
What we do is so
going
much
to be
bigger
wanting to
than
kill our
spell.
unit. I think we just let our Kindred kill that. We'll only get 1 strike off with the blades, but that's okay. We don't necessarily want to attack immediately, because if they have mana for their Blade's Edge, they're just going to kill all of our units. So we don't really want that to happen. So we're going to try to play this a little bit slower.
He is for the other.
Alright, a Jin, not too bad.
A waltz for the lady. I know just the piece.
How did you know I love to nothing to fear?
Alright, so we can attack like this. These will have quick attack, and he just has 1 health. Granted, he is going to have enough mana to play 1 of his Blade's Edge.
I will give them a show to remember.
Sure, let's kill that just to get rid of their spell shield. And then, yeah, since we're killing it, it'll also mark him. Perfect.
Trim. That's better.
It knows.
Suffering is the beating heart of drama.
Alright, so let's go ahead and just kill 1 of our own units. That will mark him, so he'll die at the end of the round. And decent amount of damage down on their Nexus.
Something very special.
And yeah, we can just block like this. Actually, I think let's block like this.
Take your seats. My final good hunt.
One to remember us by.
A waltz for the lady. I know just the piece.
Alright, so we'll just open attack, and that should be game.
With passion.
GG. Still GG.
One stitch at a time, we'll make something totally new.
Alright, not too bad. I guess one thing I did forget is the fact that we're not going to need extra mana gems because we're going up against Karma. Oh well. Since we're going to have a lot of mana and our stats are going to get reset, I think let's just go for the Ninja Tabby. Yeah, should be not too bad. So we could try to cut a card. Anything that seems like it really is out of place. I think we're fine. Let's see if we can get another cool spell or get another copy of the spell we already have more accurately. There we go. If we could just keep getting tons of these in our deck and just keep killing the enemy, that'd be awesome. Alright, Karma with Guided Meditation. Alright, we already have a Crumble. Yep, this looks pretty good.
Peace begins within. Ionian speaks.
Alright, they might have a deny, but honestly, let's just see if we can kill that right away. Nice. Perfect.
We'll bring peace to Ionia.
Yeah, that's not too surprising, but not a big deal.
The breath takes, the waters give. Life is everything. I am undone.
Alright, Phantom Pranksters on the board so they can start scaling up.
What a strange, wonderful world.
I think I'll save the Mask Mother till our prey gets a little bit of damage on it, potentially. Tortured Prodigy, also not bad.
I knew, and now I am. Cool head, steady hand, unwavering heart.
Let's draw some cards, so let's go ahead and kill our prey. Alright, we have Kindred, but not quite yet. I think let's actually just hold off and play our Kindred and let them kind of wreck the enemy for us. I don't think we've had any hollowed units die, so yeah, she's going to be stuck at 1, which means they'll probably just block with the Karma and kill her. Although I suppose we're going to have a prey. That'll be slightly a problem.
Do not question our resolve.
Alright, we can go here. And here. And I think let's kill this unit. We don't want that lifesteal going off. So this won't be too bad. Although I guess we could just go ahead and at least kill Karma once. Granted, they'll probably need to meditate on them. Ah, well. Yeah, let's try to put the pressure on and kill their units.
My wisdom is now my strength.
Huh, they could have used meditate there. Oh well, I guess. Let's hold off on playing Kindred. Let's see if they play some more units first. Guess not.
Shall we, dear wolf?
Ready, little lamb.
I think we'll play a Mask Mother. And we'll just try to attack and do as much damage as possible.
May as well, dear wolf.
Start the story.
Alright, decent damage down. So we can go ahead and kill that. That'll deal 2 damage. We'll then kill another one of our units with Spirit Journey. And that'll do the rest of the 2 damage. Alright, GG.
Sleep
Alright, so Kindred was decent there, but to be honest, there's a lot of different ways you could go with this. One thing to note is, since the enemy is also going to have their health set to 1, you could go for some Overwhelm decks, because you won't have to go through a lot of enemy units. You can really rush them down. So like Darius would be pretty good here for just rushing down the enemy. Also some decks that have a lot of poke damage, like Jack, you play him where you refill some mana and he deals 1 damage to the entire enemy board. So that would be another really good option here. The biggest thing you need to be aware of, Karma's not really putting a lot of pressure on you, but for Jhin, you just have to be sure you're not killing all your own units. So don't attack while he still has a lot of mana, because he's going to get all those Blade's Edge, and since you just have 1 health, he'll be able to kill a lot of your units. Don't feel like you have to use your Yuumi here, and don't feel like you need to try to play a scaling deck to mitigate the mortal marks. The enemy really didn't put on a lot of pressure to kill our units, so just going more aggressive playstyle with like Overwhelm or a lot of that poke damage would be really great right here. Alright, challenge 6. So Mountain Peak, they're going to summon a Targon's Peak, and they're also going to summon a Arena. So their strongest ally is going to hit our weakest ally. Now for this, you're just going to want to try to play a deck that has no weak units, so that no matter what the enemy plays, your weakest unit will be stronger than it, so you'll be able to strike and get that kill off. I think we're going to go Garen here again, because yeah, he'd be able to really benefit from that Arena. Kayn would be another solid pickup right here. Mountain Peak, I normally don't want to bother playing around this because it's just RNG and whether or not it's going to hit something good. So I normally ignore it, and then if I get some good cost reduction, great. I'm going to focus on the Arena, and I think I'm going to go for Garen again. Alright, let's see what we get for Support Champion. Jarvan, not too bad. This is pretty decent, although these are weak units. Yeah, I think let's actually go for Jarvan. The Cataclysm wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, a bit expensive, but I think this should be good. Alright, Champion Item Chest. I think we'll go for the Bright Steel Protector. We don't want any weak units staying on the board. Alright, I guess I'll just keep paying for that if it's going to keep giving me the same thing. Let's use 1 reroll here, just because I find this kind of funny. Oh my word. Oh, it just keeps happening. We're paying so much health, but I kind of don't care. I think it's so funny. How many do we have on that card? We're also really low on health right now. I think this thing is a little cursed. It's 23. 23, I think. That is crazy. Alright, Champion Item Chest. -2 cost for our Garen. Actually, I think let's go for our Jarvan, potentially. No, I think I'll go for Garen. That's fine. Alright, Misfortune. Let's hope we don't die after spending over half of our health to buff up our cards. Alright, I kind of want to go Fishing, because I feel like that card would be hilarious to grab. Alright, so yeah, we'll play this because it can potentially hit and kill their Crackshot Corsair. We're not going to block because if we do, it will die probably. Yeah. So we're just going to skip. They'll strike each other at the end of the round. Our unit will kill their unit. Well, maybe not anymore. Yeah, a little sad. Almost would have worked out great. We do have this. Pretty funny. Let's... Well, if we play Garen immediately, he's just going to rally, but we already have the attack token.
Fortune favors the bold.
So this is definitely a bit overkill. but we can at least... let's kill this one, I think.
My kind of party.
Nice, getting rid of their misfortune. Also, our unit was able to scale up. I guess we might as well use the zero-cost single combat. And we can play Garen next round, rally, attack again. That remembrance
I'm one
isn't
of
too
the
bad.
good guys, but not that good.
For justice, for Demacia.
So Gatebreaker, I think, is just coded to go off first now, even though it's not in order to go off first. Still worked out good for us.
I never miss.
Alright, little frustrating. Let's go ahead and kill that. And we can attack like this, getting a good amount of damage down. Also, yeah, if they play any unit and we don't kill it, the arena that they have is pretty much going to make sure that it ends up dying. Alright, GG. Alright, I think going Garen or Kayn here and just focusing on the arena, making it so your smallest unit is bigger than their strongest, so you're essentially getting free removal from this, I think would be pretty good. That's, yeah, what I went with, and it worked out quite well. Challenge 7, 1 star, Zoe, 2 bosses. All cards cost 2 less, and then Beyond Mere Flesh. So there's a lot of cards that would be fun to use with natural magic. The issue is that a lot of decks, most of them are all my stronger decks that I don't really want to use this early. I think let's maybe just break out our Vi. She'd be good here. She could play most of her things for pretty cheap and end the game quite quickly. Yep, that looks fine. Alright, support champion. Let's go for Zilean since 2 of these are going to be free to play. Shop here. That Rocket Barrage is pretty fun. And this would just cost 3. Yeah, let's get this, mostly just because it's fun. Not necessarily because we need it or anything. Another plus 4 damage, sure. And then this, having some champion draw, wouldn't be too bad. That's a pretty good item, so we can go ahead and grab that. And yeah, that Rally Banner is also pretty solid. Another 4 damage to everything. Tempting. That... we wouldn't be able to get that many of them. This could be pretty solid, but I think we'll just go for the Rally Banner here. Alright, Talia. Oh, we got some champion draw, and we got some solid units. I think I'm fine with this. Often you want to reroll your whole hand to try to get Vi, but with the double champion draw, it didn't really seem that needed.
Buys me a new sail.
Alright. We'll hold off on Mystic Shotting him, but we will potentially Mystic Shot him. I guess, yeah, the Crystal Carrier doesn't actually matter since he doesn't cost anything to play anyways. I guess we could play some of these. That wouldn't be too bad.
In this timeline, we're sure to save Icathia.
We could Mystic Shot, but honestly, we don't really care if they die. It's not that big of a deal.
When we look ahead, we know how to prepare.
Because we'll just be able to play a full board of these. Get our Vi all the way maxed out.
In this timeline, we're sure to save Icathia.
Man, they keep playing stuff too. I guess makes sense since their spells also cost
When we look ahead,
nothing.
we know how to prepare.
Or their cards. That is definitely something you need to be aware of with this power.
The possibilities
The enemy is also going to be very aggressive, so you don't necessarily want to play too slow of a deck
in this
because
timeline, we're sure to save Icathia.
the enemy will be able to come for you.
When we look ahead, we know how to prepare.
Alright, let's play this here.
Happy to do whatever's needed.
And yeah, let's go ahead and kill one of their units. And we can kill their other one as well. Alright, not too bad. Let's go ahead and play our Vi, let her level up.
Here comes the punchline. Coming to save the day. Or wreck it. Boom! Say, I am feeling great. Where there's a rock, there's a rock, dude.
Alright, let's just play this, try to wreck their cards. Wonderful.
It can be undone.
And GG. Alright, that was pretty easy. Focus and Crystal, not bad, but I feel like we could do better. Last Breath Rally. Reckoner's Mark, perfect. Let's see if we can get something fun from the spells. Sure, Divine Whirlwind. That'll be fine. Alright, so Zoe. I think let's get rid of this. Hold on to the Poro Cannon.
I brought my book. Hope that's alright.
They're gonna play... Oh no, right. I was thinking they're gonna play their Zoe right away because she costs 1. But no, they're just gonna start blasting through their entire hand.
Silly?
Nice. Crashing Wave, that'll be great.
Watch them fly back into stars. Or reverse gravity and polarity and watch them get really confused.
I think let's actually get rid of the Chump Wump. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Doggo, doggo, doggo.
Let's test my theorem.
Alright, yeah, we can just attack, put on as much pressure as we can. We don't really want to attack with our Zillion, don't want him to die.
My writing.
Didn't actually think about the fact of getting Nexus down and playing our Vi. That's pretty good. Sure, let's go ahead and do that right away.
Doing this my way. Oh, yeah! Face me face.
Zoe, look what
Well, that seems about right.
made of stars and make stars. Cool.
Alright, so we'll just play some of our spells and wipe their whole board. Okay, good, they didn't give her Spell Shield. Yeah, let's go here.
Face me fist. Trouble.
Alright, so this should be GG. Yep, GG. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Definitely with the natural magic, don't really play any slower decks. You want to play a deck where most of your cards are going to be relatively cheap, because your opponents you're going against, they're going to be playing pretty much their whole hand in the first couple rounds, and so you don't want to get overwhelmed. So if you try to use this as a ability to rush out or kind of help your ramp with some of your slower champions, you're probably just going to get rushed down by the enemy and you're going to have a bad time. So a lot of decks that have very cheap hands. Most of the decks that have the cheaper cost champions as well. Again, since this is just a 1-star, don't try to use some of your more powerful decks though. Yes, there's 2 epic modifiers here, but it's still going to be a relatively easy adventure. So just try to look for one of your champions that's on the weaker side that has a pretty cheap deck, and you should be solid here. Alright, Challenge 8, 2 stars just against Victor. Nice. So first Bilgewater card costs 1 less. Then Survival of the Fittest. This, we just want to make sure they don't have units on their board so they can get obliterated and go on to one of their other cards. I think let's go ahead and use Pike here. What do we have for Double Stalker's Blade and Warhammer? This is alright. Yeah, I guess this is fine. We're going to need the extra removal anyways. Alright, let's see what we get for our support champion. Ribbon Dancer, Aurelia, that wouldn't be terrible. Tryndamere is pretty pricey. Let's try to see if we can get something else. 1 cost Viego would be pretty funny. Yeah, I think let's go here. This could be fun. Alright, champion item chest. I pretty much always go for that. Sure. Him getting challengers, not bad. -1 cost, going back to his old self. Decent, but this is the only place to reroll, so let's try to get something better. Sure, mana deposit, that won't be bad. Alright, Victor. Let's get rid of... Actually, we'll hold on to Bone Skewer since it doesn't have Lurk. We don't actually want it to be in our deck, because that's going to reduce the chance that we get our Lurk off.
What do I do? What don't I do?
Let's go ahead and try this.
Come on, shake my hand.
Wow, so it actually didn't Lurk. I was like, we don't need our blood bait. It's fine. Well, that's a little sad.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We'll just take the hit.
The whole world will know my anguish.
Don't do that. Guess who's back?
I do this for her.
Alright, so we're going to play a blood bait, but we won't have enough to play our swarm, so we're just going to hope we get our Lurk off again. Okay, good. This time it worked.
God's this.
We're trying to see if we can get our Viego leveled up, because I think that would be pretty fun. Let's... Yeah, just attack like this, put the pressure on. The more our units die, the closer Viego gets to leveling up. Oh nice, this got Lurk. Let's play this to make sure we get our Lurk off. Alright, that's fine. Probably wouldn't have been bad to play the soldier so we get that extra mana gem. But as you can probably tell, I'm more trying to play these actually just for fun instead of trying to take them super seriously. Which, if you know you have a strong enough roster to get through the monthly challenges, and kind of even if you don't, it's important to just try to have fun. I really hope Viego gets added as a champion. He's pretty fun. Again, probably would have been good to use the Hammer Snout to make their Victor vulnerable. Ah, well.
Show some respect.
Yeah, it's fine.
All will be consumed by the black mist.
So our Viego's leveled, so their Victor is very likely just going to wind up dead. And that's what we've been prioritizing this whole time, is trying to get our Viego leveled. It feels good to be on the other side of that for once. Sure, let's go ahead and...
Jana, I answer.
Oh, that's a harvest right there.
Alright, not too bad, but we're just going to steal their unit. Alright, so we can just attack and end the game. We don't even need our pike. GG. Probably. Yep, they're just fishing for stuff. Yep, GG. Alright, so yeah, really not too difficult. Just make sure the enemy isn't letting the unit stay on the board and get buffed up too much by survival of the fittest. So having some removal would be pretty good, but most of the Bilgewater cards are pretty good with removal. So just pick a relatively solid Bilgewater champion. All of them are pretty good. It's just a 2-star, not too difficult, and you should be fine. Alright, challenge 9 up against Darius. 2-star, 2 bosses. All units have Plunder, grant me 1/1. The foes units have Overwhelm. Alright, so this will actually be pretty tough challenge for just being challenge 9, because both of these champions are going to really benefit from all of their units having that Overwhelm. And the Plunder, not really going to be that big of a deal. I think here, let's break out our Aatrox, another just solid champion. I think let's actually get rid of the Archangel Staff and go for Double Buckle. So once we get our Aatrox on the board, he's going to have some great scaling as well as removal. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and use Aatrox here. Alright, support champion, LeBlanc, really good. Caitlyn, pretty good. Yeah, I think let's just go for our LeBlanc, really solid champion. Some good stuff, but these are all very expensive. Let's try to see if we can get something a little bit better here. Like that, definitely. Let's actually get a couple copies of this, because that's just going to be ridiculously strong. Mentor's Choice isn't bad, but I think let's try another reroll. Defector could be okay. Let's buy 1 copy of these just for the item, since that's already in our deck. This also is okay. There's a lot of stuff that would be okay, but I'm trying to look for things that are actually really, really good. So this is a 3 cost, so it's a little pricey, but equipment that does focus on our star powers quite a bit, so I think let's actually end up getting this. And I think even Time Trick would be worthwhile. Alright, so Swain, let's get rid of the bloody business and hold on to the rest. Alright, let's go ahead and use our Bakai here. So, unlucky. We could play LeBlanc. I think let's save that to maybe take care of their Swain. I think I want to play the Darkin Aegis. They do have some removal, and I don't want our champion to just, or our unit to die immediately.
War Mason, reporting for duty.
I guess since this is 0 cost, we're not actually going to get anything. A little frustrating, actually. Oh, well.
The few for the many.
Alright, at least we're starting to take care of their board and getting some cost reduction going. Not too bad. Oh, it's already at deal 3 to the enemy units. Alright, yeah, let's just...
Victory, Grand General.
They'll probably kill our LeBlanc, but at least we can try to take care of some of this. I think let's get rid of one of our other ones. Alright, quick attack is going to be very important here. Being able to attack without taking damage will be very good.
Nothing of real power, dear boy.
Sure, let's just grab another LeBlanc. Don't really want to discard another card. Alright, so Swain is probably going to block our Steadfast Elkin, and then it'll end up dying at the end of the round. Potentially, but these are all equipped.
Ends here.
The black rose blooms once more.
Duty. Empire.
We just want to get some of that cost reduction going from our equipped units striking. Alright, so we had enough with that tough to survive. Play our Aatrox.
How long can they resist while their cities crumble?
And I think let's go ahead and just, yeah, kill their Swain.
Nothing personal.
Nice to get him off the board. That Iron Ballista is going to be a problem. Oh good, they're trying to end. I'm worried that they would attack and maybe hit our Aatrox, because their round end could actually kill Aatrox before his stuff kicks in. His regen. Alright, we have Aatrox on the board though. We are now going to be just fine. So he's just going to slowly make his way through, killing all of the enemy's units. Interesting choice, since that's not going to kill him. That's just making him stronger. Alright, that should be GG. I think getting that cost reduction on Aatrox a little bit would be nice. Let's wait for that champion item chest. Savage Shield will be pretty good here, so he can survive and get that scaling going. Alright, Darius. Alright, good. We got some more of our Furious Wielders. Yep, we're happy with this. Wow, so the one bad thing, and this can definitely happen with Aatrox, is you just don't get any of your actual, the cards you need. Alright, so we'll play this just to summon a champion, because we need something. Let's go ahead and let her take this so she can actually block.
Meet destiny.
We can actually go here so she can kill both of those and block the City Breaker. Not too bad. And we can even play our Aatrox round 1. Awesome. Man, he is having issues showing up correctly in the frame. Well, let's go ahead and start using this here. Oh, I actually probably should have used this Deathbringer Sweep over here. Little sad that she's gonna die. So all those strikes helping him scale up, but also reducing down World Ender. Oh, there's no one to strike. Oh, this will be nice.
We ride for Noxus!
Terrible things lay inside.
I think we'll just try to build out our board for right now. They probably won't attack.
There is no music as soothing as silence.
They might end up playing their Darius. But let's get some strikes off here. So we could play World Ender already. Pretty good. Let's just keep removing enemy targets, though. Alright, they're not playing anything, so GG. Yeah, like I thought, this was actually pretty tough for just a 2-star. Both of these are pretty solid bosses, and especially with that Overwhelm, they'll be able to put a good amount of pressure on you. Also, they're normally going to be able to get that Plunder effect off fairly easily. They have a decent amount of Nexus damage. So even though this is a 2-cost, pick a decent unit here. You don't have to go crazy. Don't break out your strongest one. But something that can deal with that Overwhelm. So like Ashe would maybe be pretty good here, being able to Frostbite them. Or just a champion that has some decent amount of stuns, like Leona or Annie. Now you probably want to save Annie for some different challenges if you have her at a fairly high level. But if you just have a low level Annie at like 2 stars, she would probably work out great here. Or you can just pick a solid champion like I did with Aatrox. He doesn't really counter either of these. He's just a solid beefy champion with a good deck. But yeah, don't sleep on this one. This is one you actually will need to slightly try on for the first 10. This one's probably going to be the most difficult of the first 10. All right, but for 10 though, so 1 star, 2 bosses, Phantom Prankster. So we see this right here, and then the foe draws 2. So I think I'm going to go for Kindred here again. Kindred is decent with the Phantom Prankster. Thresh is better, but honestly my Thresh is actually really strong. I don't want to use him for a 1 star. Yeah, I think we're still fine with this build. Alright, support champion. Zoe's not too bad. Twisted Fate with Black Cleaver is actually pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll go here. This could give us some decent ramp. And then Twisted Fate's just always amazing. Alright, shop. What can we see? Nothing too crazy yet. Let's use a reroll. Scuttle Guys actually probably wouldn't be bad, but nothing's really sticking out as amazing to me. Some things that are decent, definitely. Alright. Reaper, that we can play for free. That is alright. This is just a recall, right? Yes. Alright, so we definitely didn't get too great of luck. There wasn't anything really amazing there. Let's just move on to Zoe. Alright, let's get rid of the Spirit Leech and hold on. Well, let's get also the Black Spear. Hold on to the rest, though. The Pool Shark will be pretty decent, getting that extra mana next round. We can play... we should have also played the Prankster. Oh well. And we'll have enough mana to play our Kindred.
Chalk it up to luck.
That's actually... that kind of sucks. We could play a Spirit Journey and save it, but we'd rather play our Kindred.
Never won.
We can go ahead and just kill that, sadly. We'll probably end up using the Spirit Journey on our Kindred to kill both of these.
Oh, I got one.
A glimpse of what is yet to come.
Pretty good damage. And yeah, that looks like game. GG. Ancient Coin's not bad. I think I'd rather go for the Phage, though. Spells Chest. What would we want to cut? I guess the Tortured Prodigy wouldn't be bad to get out of our deck. Alright, Jhin. This is fine. Put a lot of pressure on early. Alright, let's go ahead, kill one of our own units. I'll buff up our Reaper.
You are bound to me, and I to you.
Yeah, this isn't too bad. They'll be able to block one of them with their barrier, but still getting some extra damage down.
I can do this.
Alright, let's go ahead and play another Phantom Prankster.
Round we go.
Interesting. So we could play our Twisted Fate or our Kindred. I'm not really making it too easy on us, though. I kind of think let's just attack and see what they do.
Came a long way for a bullet.
Alright, not too bad. Alright, so our Kindred will actually be able to kill their
Let's get
Phantom
through.
Prankster.
Embrace life.
Alright, not too bad.
It knows.
The stage is set.
Little annoying. Let's actually use a Spirit Journey. Actually, let's combo these. So this first. So Spirit Journey will actually... I feel like if we do this, this might actually fizzle our Crumble. So let's use the Spirit Journey first.
An interplay.
Actually, ugh.
Like dappled sunlight.
I'm tired. It wouldn't have, because yeah, the first one was just to get rid of the spell shield, so it's not like you would have died and then revived, fizzling our spell. I guess the Phantom Prankster is fine to take the hit.
Your time in the forest was fun. Who will we chase now?
Everyone, dear wolf.
Alright, I think we'll probably just open attack and end the game. Yep, GG. If we need to use a Spirit Journey, we can push a little bit more damage. But not needed. Nice. Alright, so that was the number 10 challenge. Was just a 1-star. Pretty easy. Kindred worked out great here. You probably are more likely to have a weaker Thresh than you do Kindred. So you probably want to play Thresh here as long as you have him at a somewhat reasonable level. But yeah, not very difficult. Just a 1-star. So a Shadow Isles champion would be decent. But to be honest, this is a pretty easy challenge. Just use one of your weaker champions and you should be fine. Just obviously make sure that they're not too weak, but this is a great place for you to just get one of your weaker champions out of the way and save all your good champions for later on. Alright, that's it for this first episode though. I plan on releasing 2 of these every day until they are completed, with obviously just 1 being left since there's an odd number of challenges. And again, if you're watching this after a few days after it was first released, there will be a playlist you can click on to just watch all the challenges back to back. I hope this helped you out, and I hope you'll have a great day.